Well, I'm Joseph Sebastian Morris, representing B-GHUD, an esteemed establishment of education conducting classes for professional packages such as IELTS, TOEFL, OET, and PTE. Well, addressing students of IELTS has always been an exciting experience, especially in an attempt to clear their confusions and concerns with regard to an easy way of passing or clearing the course in an easy way. Many have been actually very much concerned about scoring a considerable band score to the tune of 7.5 at least. But quite often many have been actually landing up with a miserable score of hardly 6 or 6.5. And this video is an attempt to motivate students in scoring at minimum of 7 or 7.5, even if they definitely students of potentiality, students with a considerable vocabulary or lexical resource and profundity in language can certainly come out with a creditable score. Well, I would like to draw the kind attention of students who really managed to have at least a 7.5. There are several reasons why we need to have some 7.5 in our IELTS test, especially in the very first test itself. Now, prior to that, I would like to draw your attention to certain essential aspects we need to have in our mind, ready to put into practice while we sit with the task 2 writing of IELTS essay. Quite often, it has been noticed that students tend to write their essays in a casual way. We all sometimes have an easy approach to language. And quite often, students seem to write sentences after sentences connecting with the and buts. Instead of using these and buts after every sentence, better to use some link words. Link words are words used to make complex sentences. Sentences, expressions such as although, even though, and certain other expressions such as while, although, even though, these are words used to make complex sentences. And complex sentences obviously attract more marks. And we all know that, what's the point in speaking sentences with 100,000 ands and buts? For instance, a question on the advantages and disadvantages of the internet. Students seem to come out with sentences. Internet is very essential. And this is used by students in engineering college and medical college. And this is used by businessmen. And this is used in offices and colleges. But it has its own problems. It has its own detrimental effect. But this is the thing that we need to put an end to, because instead of using these buts and ands, let us start with write the same sentence which are likely to get some good score. For instance, you can use this sentence, you can club sentences using although. Although internet has been very much used for greater advantages or greater benefits, it has its own detrimental effects. Instead of and, we can certainly use although or even though, and greater score is really expected, or it is very advantage. It is very much beneficial. It is immensely beneficial, I would say, if the student has been able to use linking words of signposting such as despite, in spite of, regardless, nonetheless, nevertheless, notwithstanding. Though the manager was busy, but he helped me. That's an ordinary sentence. We can rephrase it using although. Although the manager was busy, he found some time to talk to me, or he helped me. The manager talked to me, although he was busy. And make the sentence a little more effective by means of despite. Despite the fact that the manager was busy, he found some time to talk to me. In spite of the fact that the manager was tight scheduled, he talked to me. My brother was in a financial difficulty, but still he helped me. That's a poor sentence. Rather than making such a sorry sentence, You can definitely come out, you can definitely have a good score if you could write. Although my brother was in a financial difficulty, despite the financial difficulty of my brother, he could certainly help me. So what I mean to say is that the usage of, if you can start practicing little by little, you will definitely have a greater satisfaction, greater gratification on the part of the parents can also be noticed that your score will definitely fill their hearts with joy and pride. So let's come to the certain other, say, linking words of the signposting. When you come to introduction, you can start with one cleft sentence. It is observed that, it is noticed that, it is believed that. And well, again, I would say you can write, it has been noticed that, it has been widely believed that, it has been immensely accepted that. So there is no denying the fact that these expressions will definitely change the scenario of your poor achievements. Then coming to the other paragraph, we have 4 parameters of greater importance. One is TR, the other is LR. LR stands for your vocabulary, and vocabulary brings you more marks, and they are of immense help to you while dealing with the question of reading. And reading, matters a lot of words. They alone can come to your rescue. And even when you sit for your listening, it matters a lot. And then coming to writing, writing is a world where we need to exercise, we need to exhibit our linguistic strength, because we express, in response to the task, we express our thoughts, and we all know that the language is the dress of thoughts. We dress our thoughts with different words which are apt and appropriate. Okay. Now, certain other important things I would like to draw your kind attention. You can start a sentence with a topic sentence, with a hook sentence. Even if it's not very essential, you can come to the views. 2 views can be presented, and you come with your thesis sentence. And when you go for the other paragraphs, such as the first paragraph, you can begin with to begin with. Many students seem to write firstly. Many have been found to start their essay with sentence first of all. But in spite of all these things, well and good it is if you could start writing the introduction with first and foremost. Okay. And then if you are contradicting the argument, you can, next paragraph you can start with contrastingly, in contrast to, contrary to this, or you can definitely come out with a sentence nevertheless or nonetheless, because nonetheless and nevertheless are 2 words having 2 meanings. One is, nevertheless has been used for the word however, and nonetheless has also been used in that sense. And it has an opposite sense in that contrary to all, opposing all these things. We present a totally contrasting view with this word, and you can start writing against the arguments raised. Well, I would like to conclude this video thanking you profoundly for your time you spend or you just dedicated to this video. This has been really so great of you and very noble of you. And I would thank you profoundly once again. And for more information, come and join B-GHUD. The doors have always been open for you. Signing off, Joseph Sebastian Morris from B-GHUD Academy, Mavelikara.